Hello everyone! Today I want to talk about this machine I have here, the Strong 210 Max. It's made by the Korean manufacturer SAESHIN, and they specialize in drills and bits for dentistry. So just imagine how nice that such a good company is now making machines for manicures and pedicures for us nail technicians. It's very valuable. So now let's do an unboxing. I also did a manicure at midnight for me, but especially for you. And look at this beautiful cover. Very nice for pictures. And so, let's go. I love new things. So let's open it. And here we have the instruction manual, a pedal for foot operation, the power block, and everything is packed so well. I like it a lot, that nothing moves around in the box. This is a holder for the handpiece, and the most important that we don't want to damage, this is the handpiece or micromotor. And here you also find the tool for repairing or cleaning the handpiece, and also a replacement brush. So now let's put everything together and turn it on. We'll check out how it works. Let's have a closer look at the power block. Here we see the little slots. There's 18 of them. Here we can see plates or drill bits. And when you're working, sometimes it's easier to have them handy. These are the bits that we will work with. You can place them like so. Moving on, we can look at the front side of it. This knob controls the speed, so from the minimum speed, and you can gradually increase it. And then when the unit is on, this lamp will light up. And if it shows a green light, that means that it's ready to work. Here we see a port to connect the handpiece. We'll plug it in later and have a closer look. On the sides, it's very nice, especially if you're right-handed. You can press this button, left and right, and change the drill direction, forward and reverse. Also here, the next little slider, and by moving, you can change the power settings, either 220 volts or 110 volts. And this depends on where you live. For the US, it's 110. And this button here, it's the on-off button for the drill. So if it's going to stay plugged into the outlet, you can turn it off from here. We'll keep it off for now. And on the back side, we have the power cord. And this is the American style plug at the end. This switch here is for the foot pedal, so you can control it by hand using the knob or using the foot pedal. And here's the connection port for the pedal. On this side, we have this piece. You don't need any tools or adapters. You just place this here, and it's the holder for the handpiece. It's very easy and safe. And the most important part, how does this handpiece work? How do we use it? How do we add the bits that we can use? With one movement, like so. We opened it, and now it's open. That's how you do it. We placed the bit we need and we closed it. That's it. It's ready to work. So let's turn it on and try it out. And let's finish up. We'll add the holder. And we'll take the handpiece. And I'll place it in the holder so it doesn't accidentally fall anywhere. And it's also very easy to use. It's nice that it has the cord coiled like this. And we'll plug it in on the front side. And now we need to make sure that it's in a low speed. Make sure that it's still off. And now this piece. And technically you need to plug it in or use the foot pedal. But I love to use it. Once I tried it out, I found it very easy and comfortable to use. But it's not required. You don't have to use the pedal if you don't want to. We'll plug it in. Let there be light. We'll turn the switch on the side to the on position. And so, the drill is working. We can see the light, and that means it's ready to work to do its thing. And so I'm going to turn it towards me. It works. And we hold it like a pen. And here it's a little fan inside, so the motor doesn't overheat. Also, there are 0 vibrations. None at all. It's very cool. We'll lower the speed to 0. And here, I need the drill to turn in the other direction. When we work, we do one side, then the other, and it needs to rotate in a certain direction. And we can switch what direction it turns. Very easy. We'll flip the switch, and you'll notice that the drill's now turning in the opposite direction. And we can do whatever work we need. Here's the maximum speed. It's very powerful. 40,000 RPM. And it seems like nothing's happening. But put your finger up to the drill bit and you'll feel it. And now, let's see how we can use it with the foot pedal. Here we will flip the switch here to the foot position. And look what happens. I move the speed knob, but nothing happens. The drill doesn't turn. So I'll just set the speed that I need. And I'll press on the pedal. And of course this should be on the floor, so I'll move it down. I'm going to use my right foot. For me it's very comfortable. And look, I'm just sitting here, not touching anything. I just need to work. So I'll press on the pedal with my foot and the drill starts working. I release the pedal. I'll flip the switch to rotate in the opposite direction, and again, I just press with my foot and the drill works. Now in the other direction. Very cool. But you don't have to use the pedal if you don't want to. Such a cool little machine. The Strong 210. So, what's next? Oh, we will compare the real Korean machine and his Chinese brother, the counterfeit one. And let's compare, first of all, the boxes, the real one and the counterfeit. We see that the real box is bigger. Also, we weigh them, and you'll notice that the counterfeit one weighs about 400 grams less. So maybe they use plastics instead of metals, the quality is less, maybe some parts are smaller than they should be, and so you can expect they will not work as well, just because the quality is not there. Also on the box, it says SAESHIN. So the brand is written right on it. And here you'll see not any brand names because they don't have the rights to print them on the box. And on the counterfeit version, on the outside everything looks the same, but you'll notice that the voltage selector is not real. And then when we open the fake one, we didn't see any connectors or anything hooked up to that switch. So this is just an empty switch. It doesn't have actually anything. Now let's move to the handpiece, how we can tell the real one from the fake. On the real handpiece, you'll see the word strong written right here and the model number, 105L. And everything is written clearly and it's easy to read. And also here you'll see where it says SAESHIN. Korea, made in Korea. And on the counterfeit one, you won't see this. Also, for example, we take the box that the handpiece comes in, we'll say it says SAESHIN, and here's the fake one. It says strong. But it also happens that they do this, that in the counterfeit, that also says SAESHIN. But if we open the box, what do we see? On the outside, they look identical. They even weigh the same. But here, it says Strauss. It doesn't say strong. And here it says SAESHIN Made in Korea. Even though on the other side, it says Strauss, meaning the handpiece is not the strong model. It's not the 105L. This is something else. And in the real handpiece holder, you can see that it's made of clear plastic. And in the counterfeit version, it's a matte plastic. Also, on the lower panel, here we have this piece that says open. And if we open it up, there's a QR code. And in it, you can check that it's the real SAESHIN model. Now it's time to talk about all the features of the Strong 210 Max. So let's talk about the torque. And we can check this using a leather belt. I took this for my husband, and now we will test this. So let's take the torque of this drill. How much force does it take to stop the drill from rotating? So this is measured in Newton centimeters. This is abbreviated as N-cm. And this machine is rated for 3 Newton centimeters. So how do we test this? So we'll set the machine at medium speed. For example, here. And we will add pressure to try to stop the rotation of the drill, using, for example, the back side of this leather belt. Let's try it out. And so I have it set up to the foot pedal. And basically, if the belt by itself stops the rotation, then there's not enough power. Let's try it out. We can see that nothing stopped. That's wonderful. You can add more pressure. I'll press harder. And you can see the marks on the leather. If the drill is underpowered, then just a slight pressure will be enough to stop the rotation. Sorry about using the belt, but it's a cool demonstration. This machine has 3 big features. It's got a very strong power block, 64 watts. Also has the handpiece that turns up to 40,000 RPMs. That's super. But the most important thing is that this affects the quality of your work, especially pedicures. When we're working with tough skin or when removing material from nails, the torque, remember, is really important. The torque is not how fast the drill spins, but how strong it is. And we just tested this out on the leather belt. I pushed down and applied pressure to try to stop the drill, but it wouldn't stop. So it has a high torque. Because some other drills turn fast, but when you use them and apply pressure, for example, if I want to remove some material, it's gonna stop and we can't work. It might even overheat because of this. But with this machine, with this handpiece, the strong 105L, you will not have that problem. I highly recommend it. And now for the adjustment knob. It's very easy to use and turn, and its nest goes from 0 to maximum. And it doesn't show the exact speeds, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Why is that? It's a simple reason. With this power block, you can have different hand pieces with different speeds and powers. This one goes to 40,000. Here we can basically divide it. The first detent is 10,000, the second 20, the third 30, and the max is 40,000 RPMs. And generally, as a rule, no one uses speeds above 30,000 RPMs. And there are other hand pieces that go up to about 30,000 RPMs. So that means we would divide this differently. And some nail techs will write here with a Sharpie just to have an idea of what speeds they are using and where to move the knob to. I want to express my gratitude to my mentor that once told me, "Masha, try this out using the pedal because it'll make your life a whole lot easier." And I started to try it out. And at the beginning, it was a little awkward to use. For example, if you sew or play the piano, you have an idea of how the pedal works. But it's great that it frees up your hands. You can grab whatever you need, do your work, and when you need to stop it, you just release the pedal and the drill stops. And if we work without the foot pedal, then the drill is on while you're working. But if you get distracted or need to grab something, the drill doesn't stop. It continues to run, maybe it can get caught in your hair or injure someone. So you need that second hand to immediately turn off the machine. Turn it off, then put the handpiece in the holder. And with the pedal, it's easier. We just let go, the drill stops, and we just place it in the holder. We can do something else. This saves time, which is very important in our profession, because time is money. I would also like to mention some features of the 105L handpiece. For example, when it's running, the exhaust comes out through here and helps to keep everything cool. It's nice in the summer, it keeps your hands cool, but this really is to keep everything from overheating. It keeps the motor cool, which is very important, and also keeps your hands from overheating, keeps them comfortable. It is a heavy piece, but this is actually good, especially for novices, because when there's weight, you know when you are holding something, then it becomes easier to hold. And you learn how to make the smooth, flowing movements with this drill. On the other hand, when it's a light piece, then for novices, it's hard to understand how to apply the right pressure on the nail or skin. So the weight helps to figure out those right movements. And third, it's very quiet. Just listen, it's like music. Take a look how nice. No vibrations. The air is flowing from here. It's just a pleasure to use. Here's a handpiece, also strong, but this is number 120. This goes to 30,000 RPM. Here it is. It's also very good, and it's compatible with this power block. Here we can compare. It's lighter and smaller. It's about 40 grams lighter, but you can definitely feel the difference in your hands. And in the end, you can see it's got a metal tip, and this one's plastic. Good plastic, very high quality. And now we will connect and try out this handpiece. And it works wonderfully. It's the same mechanism to open. And that's it. And probably we shouldn't place it like this, but we'll adjust the holder. Look at that. So you can change the angle of the holder for different hand pieces. You can even place it like this, or like this. You can turn it around. And now let's turn it on. I have the pedal and it works great. It's even quieter. And it's more comfortable to hold than the other handpiece. That one is nice too. This one feels lighter. And we also have the cooling air from the handpiece. I also highly recommend this handpiece. This is the Strong 120. So that's all for today. I hope that I shared with you some useful information, something that you can use in the future. So, until next time, bye!